Hello and welcome to today's meditation. The meditation is on craving. So, I don't know if you are dealing with any kind of cravings in your life. Maybe they're habitual or they're new, but we're going to investigate that today. So, just thinking into yourself, what craving is present for you these days? Could be anything, really. And sometimes craving is very charged. It doesn't allow us to see the bigger picture of our lives. It also kind of stops us from moving towards health and healing. It's often desire, which can cause suffering. And it's that craving for like a constant stream of pleasure, shiny new things, eternal youth, which is obviously impossible unless you're a vampire. Um, None of these things can ever be satisfied because there's aging, there's sickness, and there's death, whether we like it or not. And we fall in and out of love with people. Maybe they fall in and out of love with us. So all these pleasures are impermanent. These cravings, sense pleasures, and they do seem to bring some kind of satisfaction, and then they don't. The satisfaction goes away. So material things break, we lose them, and all that satisfaction of what we've bought goes away. Anything that we buy online, shopping, all those things, our youth, all impermanent. So let's start the meditation today thinking about impermanence inside the body and also outside the body, because all craving arises and falls. So let's investigate. Welcome, friends. Welcome, Max and Florence. So just contemplating how you're arriving today. What's happening in this body? Taking a moment. What's it like inside you today? Letting it all be there, letting all of it be supported by whatever is underneath you. Really feeling into that support under your butt, behind your back. Letting the earth support you, taking a big breath if you like. And bringing that idea of craving to your heart, to your mind, your body. Are you aware that you grasp for pleasure in your life? Are you aware of pleasure grasping? Just taking your time with that. It's very human to be a pleasure seeker. But is this something that throws you off balance? Just taking a moment, going slowly with that. Does my pleasure seeking throw me off balance? Or does your favorite craving bring you balance? Could it bring you self soothing? Could it bring you balance? Just being aware of all the cravings that might be passing through your mind. Maybe it's TV, food, sex, something else, maybe. We have lots of cravings. Craving to meditate or work out. And what cravings feel wholesome to you that arise? What cravings feel healthy? Maybe you have a craving for connection. Just pausing with that healthy craving you may have. And could your craving be covering up some kind of unpleasant feeling? Maybe anxiety, sadness, loneliness, anger. Just thinking about what the craving is covering up. And taking a big breath, feeling what's underneath you, listening to the sounds in your space. I have a humidifier. I don't know if you can hear it or not. And thinking into your cravings, are you resisting a craving? Do you spend a lot of time resisting craving or ignoring craving? And just taking a moment to think about that. Are you resisting or ignoring some craving in your life? What's that energy like of resisting and ignoring your favorite craving item or person, place? Could be anything. Noticing how much energy resisting and ignoring takes in the body. Noticing the sensations of resisting or ignoring a craving. Does resisting make it worse? And is there a punitive voice inside your head? A, a cruel voice around resisting what you crave? Just being aware of that internal voice and the suffering that that can all bring. Is it possible to bring in a softer, kinder voice internally around your craving? Relaxing the body and breathing into this idea of a softer narrative around your craving. Letting go of resistance, guilt, or shame around this thing you want to quit, maybe, or not do anymore. Maybe it's scrolling on the phone, or could be anything. Taking some deep breaths if you need. Adjusting your posture to be more comfortable. And let's investigate and become curious. Where does this craving for whatever it is live in the body? Maybe it's alcohol, drugs, sex, Netflix, could be anything. So just investigating where that craving lies in in the body, that longing. And if you like, you can put a hand on those areas. They could be in any area, the craving. And just acknowledging craving in the body, wherever it is in your body. What are the edges of the craving like? Can you find the edges internally of your craving? Is there a texture to the craving, a color, sensations? And letting the breath soothe those areas. Bringing kind, loving attention to where craving lives in the body. Letting go of the resistance and the guilt and shame around any form of unhealthy craving. And just taking your time with that. Feeling into where your butt touches your chair or bed, or if your back is touching something. Locating yourself in your space with sound. Sensing into your space around you. And coming back into the body, what is it like when you indulge in your craving, your favorite form of craving? Is there a rush, a joy, a satisfaction? Is there a somatic knowing of this wisdom of impermanence? And thinking to the activity you love that has worked for you over some time, some years. What would it be like to bring this craving into kind, loving awareness and consciousness? Notice any bracing in the body and allow the body to let go. Is it possible to call in equanimity around our cravings? Equanimity can help us balance the cravings. And we'll end the meditation with a short wish towards our cravings and our longings. So may this longing be a kind and wise teacher. May we see and care for all parts of ourselves. May we meet our longing with patience and loving presence. And may I continue to let go of resistance, guilt, and shame around my cravings. And may I care for myself, knowing I'm doing the best that I can in this moment. Thanks for joining me, friends. So this week, I encourage you to experiment with connecting internally and externally in healthy, warm-hearted, loving ways as we crave our favorite things. And also, if you're struggling with addiction, there's lots of 12-step recovery programs out there, including programs for internet addiction and work addiction. There's programs for everything. And also sometimes you might need professional help around your addictions or cravings if you feel like they're out of balance. Anyways, I wish you well. Thank you so much for joining me, Maurice and Emma and Max and Florence. So lovely to see you. Have a great day out there working with your cravings. Bye.